Welcome, board members. We appreciate your time this morning to hear about the proposed acquisition we believe would be in your best interest at Microsoft. We hope you have been enjoying the refreshments in the back so far. Please don't hesitate to continue to enjoy these refreshments as we speak. Now to get to the reason we are all here today. We are presenting to you a potential acquisition that we believe would be great for Microsoft. The company of interest, which some of you may be familiar with, is Blackbaud. Blackbaud is a software company headquartered in Charleston, South Carolina, and has offices in 9 different states. They also have international offices in Australia, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Canada. Blackbaud operates as the world's leading cloud software company for nonprofits. More recently, they have also expanded into the private K-12 market. Also in this slide, you will see that there are 5 core values that they emphasize both within the company and externally. They aim to work as one, bring heart to their work, create possibilities, and give back. They do all of this while expecting the best of their employees. As you can see, this is a company that is committed to its mission. We also want to introduce to you a few of Blackbaud's key products. Their original business model focused solely around developing solutions for nonprofit organizations to use. This is where the ideas for Razor's Edge and Financial Edge came from. Razor's Edge is a donor management system that customers can use as a fundraising software. Within the software, they can maintain a record base of all donations that they have collected and information about specific donors. It was a revolutionary product when created and continues to be unsurpassed by any imitators. Also note that Razor's Edge has NXT listed along with the name. This is how Blackbaud has chosen to indicate their software solutions that they have migrated over into the cloud-based products. Being Blackbaud's most popular product, this was the first one they chose to implement as a cloud-based product. Now they are aiming to deliver all of the products as cloud-based solutions. This is why you will also see NXT next to Financial Edge. This product also is now sold as a cloud-based solution for Blackbaud. Pairing with Razor's Edge, Financial Edge is a leading accounting software that is used by many nonprofit organizations. More recently, Blackbaud chose to expand outside of the nonprofit realm and do business within the private K-12 industry. Blackbaud recently acquired a company that had developed a comprehensive school management software. This product, called Smart Tuition, revolutionized the way private schools operate online by creating one integrated solution across the entire school. It also allows private schools to collect and manage tuition from their various students, but it does not stop there. The product also works to manage receivables, fees, and discounts related to the tuition payments. As a software company yourself, you will also understand the importance of protection in systems. For a system that collects client payment information, it is especially important. Blackbaud has worked over the years to address this issue. Within their Smart Tuition product, as well as most of their other product, they use 256-bit encryption to work as best as they can to prevent any data breaches. As an advocate for the excellence of adolescent learning, Microsoft would highly benefit from the management systems that Blackbaud incorporates into their private school system clients. Listed on the side, you will find solutions Blackbaud suggests each school system should have. These solutions can integrate seamlessly with Smart Tuition and other products that Blackbaud offers.
So as you all can see, we believe Blackbaud is a company with great future potential. We believe Microsoft would benefit immensely from taking an ownership interest in Blackbaud. The equity received from Blackbaud would offer great returns over any amount paid to acquire it. We would like to turn our attention to exactly how we believe you, as the board, should go about initiating this acquisition of Blackbaud. First, we don't believe that there is a need for you to acquire the entirety of Blackbaud. At the moment, Blackbaud's market capitalization, as provided by NASDAQ, is $5.09 billion. Once a premium is factored in over that price, the complete acquisition would begin to get pricey for Microsoft to complete. Though we believe your company could handle such a cost, we do not believe it is necessary. Instead, we propose you acquire 60% of Blackbaud's shares as a single acquisition. This will allow you to gain control of Blackbaud without having to expend too many resources. As previously mentioned, Blackbaud currently has a market capitalization of $5.09 billion. 60% of this would be $3.05 billion. Based on our research, a company typically has to pay a market premium between 20 and 50% to entice shareholders to sell a controlling amount of equity. We estimate that you'll likely have to pay a market premium of 20%, which would be $610 million, to acquire the shares of Blackbaud. That means that the total consideration Microsoft would need to transfer would be around $3.66 billion. We believe that the best option for Microsoft to obtain this needed $3.66 billion would be to finance the deal with long-term debt. Based on recent debt acquisitions by Microsoft, you should be able to obtain debt financing at an effective interest rate of only 4.25%. We also recommend that this financing be for 20 years. This would allow Microsoft ample time to pay back this debt without putting any financial stress on your position. We also believe that the $3.66 billion of debt would be completely manageable by Microsoft. On the slide, you see a copy of the liabilities presented in Microsoft's most recent financial statement release. Currently, Microsoft has long-term debt of $73 billion. Adding another $3.66 billion would not add any major stress to Microsoft's financial position. Though this is a considerable investment into a company, we believe Microsoft will benefit immensely from it. Outlined here are just a few of the synergies we believe you could benefit from. First, Microsoft will benefit from the expertise in the nonprofit sector of Blackbaud. As the well-established leader within the area, it would work better to be working with Blackbaud than to attempt to compete against them. Second, there could also be synergies within research and development. Both companies surely have R&D expenses that are similar since they both strive to improve cloud service products. Combining the efforts of both companies would be a cost-cutting measure. It is also noteworthy that Blackbaud currently uses some Microsoft products. Most notably, all of Blackbaud's cloud products are currently hosted on Azure. Working with Blackbaud to further develop and enhance proprietary products will work to increase the revenues of both companies.
All of the synergies that would interest Microsoft to act on this deal would also lead to making Blackbaud more interested in the deal. When discussing the potential for making this merger with Blackbaud's board of directors, these synergies should be emphasized. This will pique their interest. Additionally, the fact that Blackbaud will remain a separate corporation should also be emphasized. This will alleviate the fears of Blackbaud's management about being ousted from their current roles. On the other side of the coin, it will be much easier to entice Blackbaud shareholders to sell their shares. As previously mentioned, we recommend paying a 20% premium over Blackbaud's current market capitalization. Most shareholders will jump at this opportunity and willingly sell their shares to Microsoft. This will make the overall acquisition process much simpler. We also believe it is important to mention some particular technicalities associated with this transaction to you. The first of these technicalities is one we have already hinted at. Blackbaud should remain separately incorporated. This is important for a few reasons. First, Blackbaud has a reputation in the market. It should be allowed to continue to carry on business in its own name because the brand they developed is a large portion of why Microsoft is paying the premium. Second, keep in mind that this is not a complete acquisition. Full consolidation of Blackbaud into Microsoft will not be possible unless the entire corporation is purchased, and we will not believe this is practical for reasons we have already discussed. Therefore, we believe that simply maintaining a controlling interest in Blackbaud is the best option. This allows Microsoft to maintain the flexibility of selling their interest if Blackbaud becomes less profitable in the future. Alternatively, if Blackbaud proves to be an excellent investment, Microsoft could consider making this a step acquisition and acquire the remaining interest in Blackbaud.
The next topic we must address is intra-entity transactions. Currently, Blackbaud utilizes many Microsoft products including Azure, Office 365, Visio, and Microsoft Developer Network. Acquiring or controlling interest in Blackbaud would lead to many downstream intra-entity transactions for Microsoft. The revenues for these subscriptions would still be recognized as normal over the lives of the subscriptions, as Blackbaud uses these services provided. However, consolidated financial statements would remove the effect of the sale because Blackbaud would have an offsetting expense that is equal to the revenues Microsoft recognizes. It is also necessary to consider how the assets acquired will be valued. The proper way to do this, as we are sure the board is aware of because of your numerous acquisitions in the past, is to use fair market value of the net identifiable assets. This is how the acquisition price of $3.66 billion will be allocated. Any excess of the $3.66 billion over the fair market value of the net identifiable assets will be allocated to goodwill. It should be noted that a large component of Blackbaud's net identifiable assets will be related to their intangibles. As a developer of software to be marketed for external use, they have many proprietary products that are not capitalized on their balance sheet. Upon purchase of an interest in Blackbaud, these assets should be capitalized at their fair market value. Another relevant issue to discuss relates to foreign currency transactions that Blackbaud engages in. As mentioned previously, Blackbaud has operations in 4 different countries outside of the United States. These countries include Australia, Canada, Ireland, and the United Kingdom. Due to this, Blackbaud accepts payment in these countries' 5 currencies: the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, British pounds, euros, and the Australian dollar. This creates a need for Blackbaud to hedge their foreign currency risks, which they do through various cash flow hedges. Additionally, the fact that Blackbaud has foreign offices that report their results in various local currencies leads to a need to translate these statements into US dollars for each accounting period. Microsoft will have to take care to ensure Blackbaud is properly reporting these hedges and translations, since they will be responsible for the data reported by Blackbaud and Microsoft's consolidated financial statements. This concludes all of the various issues we have to report to you about the acquisition of Blackbaud. We thank you for your time and hope you enjoyed our presentation. If you have any further questions about our proposal, please feel free to contact us.